students, welcome to the code walkthrough video for challenge 2999. This is a part 4 challenge for Visitor Management System by Aprivo Labs. This video we are going to see the code changes we have done in the base package provided and the workflow, code flow, so that it is easier to developers to understand the changes we have done and read the code. So basically these three things were asked. Two are the code changes, necessary code changes. Let's see the second point. During the initial creation of event invite, when the response is received back from Sam successfully, then we need to send emails automatically. Earlier we were taking interaction from user, that whenever he clicks on send email button, then only we were sending the emails, but now it should turn automatically. So let's see how it happens. Okay, the generate meeting token, the event invite is already existed, so it is showing resend email buttons. But suppose the event invite is not present, then it will show create access request command button, and on click of that create access request command button, we call create access request method, which is present in controller. So let's see that method and what changes we have done. So create access request method will form the post body and call the create event entries in service callout, which calls REST API. We get the response here. Now the response we received from /event invites endpoint and event invite endpoint, by passing external ID, it's same. So both endpoints return same responses. So I have removed that code from here to avoid the redundancy, and I'm putting it in parse invite response method, and I'm passing my wrapper class object invite response to that method. So control will go to the pad parsing the response. This is my method. I had given the proper description over here. So this method will parse my response, return from either of endpoints, and it will match QR code and meeting token to appropriate invitees, and it will keep the necessary data structures we are using ready to send the emails. So basically now this method handles the parsing of event invites. Going back to the flow, when parsing event response is done, we call the send tokens. So it will automatically send the tokens, and then we hide the create access request button. So we are making it true basically because on the page layout we are negating it. So this was the logic present earlier, so I kept it as it is. So this is the one change for fulfilling the second requirement described. Now the first requirement: upon Visualforce page load, query SAM for an existing event invite, and if found, display the information in read only. We discussed upon this point in discussion forums, and we came to the conclusion that we need to add resend email buttons whenever we visit the same event next time, and if the event invite is present, and on clicking of this resend email buttons, emails will be sent again. So for this, let's see the code change. Now if I close this and refresh or click my generate meeting tokens again, now it calls my load page method, as you know. So let's see that load page method. Now in the load page method, all the earlier behavior is the same till almost 191, sorry, 1 line 200. This is the new code I added, which calls check event existence. What it does is check event existence methods call my service callouts get event invite method, and it passes two parameters. One is event ID, which is used as external ID for endpoint calling, and the authentication access token. So in service callout, get event invite method is newly created, which calls my event invite endpoint with external ID. Now if the response is not null, then I'll call the parse invite response. So if I don't define this method parse invite response, I have to copy that or make that code duplicate here and in check create access request. So this is why we are avoiding the redundancy, because code copy is not a good idea in page or basically in any class. So if the invite response is not null, we parse the response, we change the flag settings to show the resend email button, we show the checkboxes, and the button visibility flag is true, so create access requests button will be hidden. Now in this method get event invite, if I don't find event invite for this particular event, I'm returning null. So this will have null in case I don't find any event invite. So in that case it will show the first situation where we need to send request to create event invite, and in that case resend email button will be false. So this fulfills the second requirement. I have put necessary comments, descriptions, proper lines wherever needed, so I don't think you will have hard time understanding the code, as it is neatly organized and with proper indentation. I generally follow Java conventions, so all the naming conventions are accordingly. I just want you to make note over here, the change location method we might not be use anymore, because once the location is set, we hiding the change location button and we are not allowing user to change the location. But as it was coming from the base package, I didn't remove it from my code. Also I added a few test cases which are increasing the test coverage to 97%. So you should not have any restrictions at the time of deploying the code. I think this is enough for code walkthrough, or let's say change code walkthrough. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks a lot.